Today's video is going to be about something that I very much enjoy and wanted to talk about for a long time. So, okay, I don't know if you have seen the movie Blue Lagoon. If you haven't, you should probably go watch that movie before watching this video because it's going to be about that natural feeling. It's something that I call the Blue Lagoon feeling. And I'm going to explain to you what it is and how I noticed the things that helped me feel that way. Okay, let's get right into the video. Okay guys, so I have my notebook here with me. It's something that I really love. And I took notes in here and I'm gonna share it all with you guys. I wish there was more sun. Look at how cute this is. Also look, I made these by myself. Anyway, if you want I can make them for you too. You'll just have to DM me from Instagram. It's very easy, I mean, but yeah. So let's talk about the Blue Lagoon feeling. First of all, I'm gonna list the items that make me feel like that. Of course, being in nature is one of those things. And the first one is actually playing with animals. So it's because when you're playing with animals, it can be your dog, it can be these little guys, like, you know, anything. It's just gonna make you feel more natural, you know, it's gonna make you feel really good. The second item on the list is eating food when I'm really hungry. And the third item is very connected to this one, which is drinking cold water when I'm really thirsty. There's little animals right next to me. Okay, I can't really get any closer. When you drink cold water or when you eat food when you're really hungry, it's like you feel successful or something. I don't know, it just makes you feel so much better than what you normally would when you eat food. So it's really good to be sporty or just like walk, go around, do things, you know, get really tired, which is also one of the things on the items on the list. Another one is going around barefoot, because when your feet are touching the ground, even if it's not the actual ground, you feel really free. It's like you start to think, why did we invent shoes? But then you also know the reason. But anyway, it's just to feel more natural, you know. The fifth item on the list is having minimal amount of stuff. I think this is very, very reasonable actually. Here is the reason why. We are eventually all going to die. And I don't mean this in a bad way, it's just a fact. So having so many items is like rejecting the fact that we're gonna leave this world one day because we're trying to hold on to something. So we have so many things, we buy so many stuff, we get so many clothes. It feels good for a while, but it's just like eating chocolate, you know, gives you energy, but in the overall, you know, long time just is unhealthy for you. Oh my god, that was a big butterfly. Anyway, so when we're hitchhiking or just traveling and we have, look at my hair, a few clothes or very few items, the fewer items I have, I realized the happier I was. Because even if I felt like really dirty or like if I needed some sort of food, the worst case scenario, I would go find it from somewhere. And instead of having everything, being able to go and search for what you actually need is one of the things that make me feel like that. The sixth item on the list is, like, if you will see in the movie Blue Lagoon, just finding love, you know, being childish. I don't know the English word for it, but you know, just being childish, you know, like running around, just like tickling each other and all that sort of stuff that you can't do in front of adult people. It just, because behind all the masks and everything, we're just like really childish and natural, you know. And the seventh item on the list is swimming in the sea. It's better than the pool because it's, again, more natural and, you know, it's really good for your body and it's gonna make you feel really free and everything. The eighth item on the list is staying dirty for a while. Because when you're staying dirty, it's like, for example, my hair is I shampooed it a few times, but I didn't do my whole curly hair routine, but look at how curly it looks. Maybe it's not looking the healthiest, but I think it looks pretty great, to be honest. You know, with all the care that I did not do. And the thing is, it doesn't even bother me that much, you know. It still feels really great. Staying dirty for a while is not a bad thing, as you might think. Staying with the salt, although it might get you burnt really bad, be careful about that. Staying dirty is, as I said, it's a good thing. You'll realize, but not for too long, obviously. Ninth item is falling asleep when you're really tired and feeling safe and in peace. The reason for that is because when you're really tired, you have the best sleep ever. But and you will wake up happier too. Having a good sleep will literally change you. It will put you in such a good mood, even if you have good sleep for one night. Also, this was not written down on my list, but another thing is waking up because of the hot weather or something. Like when you're sleeping in a tent, you don't wake up because you want to, and you kind of have to wake up as the day begins. It's a little bit annoying, but I think waking up early, depending on your personal ideas too, but it's gonna be a good thing. Decorating nature with stones or flowers or anything, you can literally do feminine things, or I don't know, if you're a guy, it's probably different, but if you're a guy, there's probably some other things you can do, but for girls or women, this is mostly what I think. For example, as I said, I did these, and having a new hobby, well, like I put these flowers around my hair, but they're kind of dead now. But it was really fun, and it's like you sit down, and when you have nothing to do, just like focusing on something really nice, it's really great. Also, like, you know how children play with, like, do sandcastles or just like play with rocks and stuff. You can do it as an adult too, and it's pretty much fun. I mean, we did it so many times, and I would do it so many times again because it feels really great. You know, it feels amazing. And playing with flowers, I don't know. The next item is a little bit over 18. So it's like when you have found your soulmate and you are over 18, you know. You probably understand what I mean. It's just like nature, you know, biologically speaking, feels like the Blue Lagoon. As I said, being physically tired, walking around for hours, being super tired is not a bad thing. Just gets you sleepy, makes you feel like you've had the day, you know, like you worked for the day, you had your... Even the feeling of success is a natural thing, actually. Jealousy, success, all of these feelings are just evolved into the life of the big city life, is what I call it. Traveling a lot is also really great, because we're not made to just sit on one place forever. Maybe for a while, but at some point it gets boring. You know, we are meant to do the world, go around, socializing emotionally, laughing, talking with people and feeling some sort of bond, you know, some sort of connection, sweet connection, feeling like they like you and you like them back, not in an emotional, like, romantic way only. It can be in any way, really. It could be with your family, with your friends, with strangers, because it makes you feel, you know, happy. Also, not looking at your phone, because really, what were we doing before we invented the phone? Maybe not all great things, but I mean, unless you really have to, just try to not look at your phone. You'll see that you're focused so much more on your environment, on the nature and everything. You'll feel so much better. Most of the problems that you think are really annoying or whatever will just probably disappear. Diving is also what made me feel like that. I only did it for once, but even if I'm not doing it with the equipment, just, you know, doing that, it's really great. Again, as I said, just watch the Blue Lagoon and you'll probably see what I mean. The mindfulness thing is, I think, what this Blue Lagoon feeling might be called in a more technical term. but I'm not really sure. It's just a very natural feeling, really. And being vulnerable, showing my soft side is what I said. It feels really great. To be kind is the last thing. Finding sources of food and water instead of just getting them from like online shopping, just actually walking to get my food, and it can be so tiring, but I mean, as I said, naturally speaking, this is how we used to be, so it's not that bad for you. It just makes you feel so much better. Oh my god. And yeah, being kind. It always feels good to be kind. Good for others, good for yourself. That's all, guys. I hope I could explain it better. I will talk about what it really is too, other than how to achieve it too, on another video, I guess.